Now he'll like regularly wake up in an alley on a pallet of crushed cardboard boxes using his arm as a pillow, and he feels physically awesome. And he's just a human being with a high cryptid vision.
I thought I had some fangirl from a phone here this sec. That's all I can find is this knife. Why is there blood on the knife, Rocky?
Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this a brand new day. Hokey smokes, it was hot yesterday, and it's going to get hotter today. So, around noonish, or maybe even sooner, going to be shutting my window in here and in my bedroom, and then just circulating the cooler air that's already in the house, because oy vey. Ugh. When I went walkies last night, late, it was still hot, and it was like 7:30 at night. Oi. So, heat is fun, but at least I was able to aim fans at me while sleeping, and I was able to sleep, and that is a very good thing. Once I fall asleep, I've been staying asleep until close to 5 o'clock. So thumbs up for that. And of course, front-loading of videos. Hey, if you like what you see in here, if you could toss me a like, that'd be cool. And if you have not subscribed and you like what you see in here, if you could subscribe, that'd be awesome. If you could leave me a comment, that would be very, very cool. I read every single comment, answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. Thumbs up on that. I would also like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons, these literally beautiful and literally awesome people. Without them, I would be hosed like a Christmas monkey, and my pets would be in not much better shape. So thank you very much, each and every one of these people. I have no ideas how long I should be keeping my hands up in the air. I have forgotten entirely. Hope I didn't keep them up too long. My wrists hurt. Hopefully I didn't take them down too soon. Boy, I am hot already, and I just shut the door, and well, the window's open, and a fly came in through the window just now. Oh joy, that's joyous. My window's open 24/7, 365, especially in this heat. Still though, life is life. And of course, I went and did a fair amount of stuff yesterday. I don't know why I said of course, because there's no way that follows to mean of course. I did a fair amount of stuff yesterday, or in some cases tried to. I tried to call the Veterans Administration. I would not be able to have called them yesterday. They said on the phone call, unusually high calls being made. I was caller number 54. Last time that happened, the battery on my phone died before I was able to get through. So I'm going to try again today. But I did get some other things done. I had to walk around town earlier to get some things finished, and I did that middle of the day. Thumbs up. I had to buy cat dirt, bought cat dirt too. Ugh, carrying a 20-pound thing of cat dirt on your back is heavy. Life. And past that, I just survived. I did play some video games, and that was good. And I did listen to some music, and that was good. I watched videos. That was awesome. I was creative as possible. I took a shower, which, it takes me 2 hours to take a shower because I'm so slow, because I hurt so much. I mean, when I say 2 hours, I've said this before, I'll say it again. It's when I walk in, at 5 o'clock, and then I start doing things like trimming my beard, shaving my beard so it's trimmed, trimming my hair, and such like that, so that by the time I actually step into the shower, I've been in the bathroom for a good half hour and some. And when I leave the shower room at 7 p.m., I'm all done. Everything's picked up, and I'm turning off the lights and leaving. So it takes 2 hours, but it's not all shower time. But it is slow. That's why I sponge bathe between showers, but I can't shower every single day because it hurts so much. As it was after showering, I did wait a tiny little bit and then went walkies. And oy vey, I hurt so much by the time I got back. It was not funny or pretty. But still, I survived, got stuff done, and I have been really worried about my health. I've talked about that. I got some lab results in because the last time I went to the VA, I asked them if we could have a blood test to check some things like my kidneys. He asked if I wanted to check my liver function. We checked the liver function. They did some blood testing and, well, like your hematocrit and your platelets and all that, and checked my cholesterol. My diet is horrific, so I've been really worried about my cholesterol, and everything is absolutely great, to be honest. That's really bizarre. The only thing that's close to bad is my creatinine for your kidneys, and that's the range is between 0.5 and 1.2, and mine is 1.12. So I'm between there, but that's a huge range. So I'm high normal, but normal. And so I checked that out by Googling things, and they only really consider your kidneys at risk and at stress if your creatinine goes above 5. So I'm doing great. And even my cholesterol, the range is between 0 and 130 for your HDL. No, your LDL, which is the low density lipids, the bad cholesterol. Mine's 85. The only thing that's low, and it's still in low normal, is my hematocrit and my platelets. And that's because I am at least gluten intolerant. I think I may have celiac disease, which you can have it and not even have any symptoms, so you don't even know it. But one of the very common symptoms is anemia. And I have been anemic my whole life. And I still can't stop eating wheat products and things with wheat in them. Boy, I like things like donuts. So I'm still anemic. Even if I take iron tablets, I'm still anemic. And I think it's because of that. So, joy. But I'm still in very good shape, which again, surprise to me. So, hey, I guess I'm going to live longer than I thought, which is good. It's good to survive. I do like surviving and metabolizing. There is a whole set of memes. I lean into these, and I both think they're funny, and I agree with them, and I don't. There's a whole set of them that it's like the person is saying, I was born without my consent. I exist. Well, I was born without something. I exist without my consent. It's like, I did not ask to be alive. I'm not happy about it. On the one hand, it's like, well, yeah, that's kind of true. You didn't ask for it. You're having to exist. You didn't ask for this. And it's painful. But on the other hand, I do appreciate metabolizing, and I do want to metabolize for as long as possible. I enjoy metabolizing. It is a very good thing. I will endure what pain I have to endure to live for as long as I can and make life fun. One of the things that I dread about, health complications in the future as you get older is how your whole life becomes rotating around that. Your whole life orbits around that. It's bad enough I have the chronic issues that I do, and my life rotates around my chronic pain and ways that I can do things with my chronic pain. I would hate to have my whole life rotate around, my terminal pain, terminal issues. Kind of like my wife before she died. We took her into the hospital because she wanted to talk to them there about the possibilities of things like lung transplant. And they took a look at her and they immediately checked her in because she was in such bad shape. And then less than 6 months later, she was dead. So, yay. But still, past that, I have also been trying to be as creative as possible, and I'm going to talk about hopefully some of this stuff, get through it. I've talked about the character of Reginald, and Reginald who's a werewolf, and Reginald who's been stress eating and whose comfort food is people. And so he's been eating someone every single day. One of the things that I've been thinking about, there's the power level of Reginald. One of the reasons that he's able to do the things that he does is that he's at a very strong power level. For, cryptids that are on the level that they interact with this world still. It's like, if a low-level cryptid went up against Reginald, they'd just be lunch. A mid-power cryptid going up against Reginald would put up a good fight, but it would be inevitable that they end up inside of his belly. A high-level cryptid coming up against Reginald is just they're going to have a great old time and spend, the afternoon eating other cryptids together before they part ways and, be amicable about it. So he's a high-power individual, but he's also much more fair than he really, really has any right to be. I refer to Reginald as Reginald because Reginald as a character prefers Reginald. Everybody gets 2 Reggies. You get the first Reggie because you don't know. If you don't know him and you call him Reggie, but when you first find out and you don't know that he prefers Reginald, you get the free one. Then you're told. It's sometimes hard to remember names. Everybody gets a second Reggie. But he's going to hurt you at the same time as reminding you. And it's not a punishment thing. He's trying to help you remember. He's being very nice and tolerant about this. And you may think to yourself, he's hurt me so bad, I'm going to spend the next couple years wondering if I'm permanently crippled. And that's nice? And it's like, yeah, he's being nice about it because most higher level cryptids would have just eaten you on the first Reggie. He's at least giving people a chance. So, hey, nice individual that. I do really like the character. I'm starting to get a handle on how Reginald, spends their time. As a werewolf, they really have 2 forms. One is kind of a hybrid human-wolf thing where they're mostly wolf-like, but they have kind of a humanoid shape and they can speak in this form. And then there's full wolf. And Reginald likes to spend his time in that hybrid form. And it's very, very comfortable to slouch. Benches, chairs, sofas, all things just in his form, they're really easy and pleasant to slouch in. And it's also very pleasant to slouch when you got 170 pounds of freshly eaten human meat in your belly that's going to be churning through your digestive system soon. Slouching is pretty comfortable. So Reggie's a pretty interesting character, I think. Let me check here on my list on this one. Oh, yes. I was thinking about standard of living because I had mentioned how there's the perception of Jerry, the main character of this setting, who's got a very high cryptid vision, and everybody else's perception of them. I have since come to a fuller understanding because most of the standard of living of cryptids is compared to how we would live. Horrible. Just absolutely horrific. As it is, Jerry just sleeps wherever Jerry happens to be when he's tired. He eats whatever he can find when he's hungry, and just, sometimes wears clothes for up to a week before changing, showers when he can, tries to remember to trim his hair and beard. But the thing about that is, it's working. If you take a look at him, his hair is long and it gets tangled, but it's clean. His skin looks good. And in fact, just by eating what he can find when he's hungry, he's got actual muscle definition on his body and character in his face. His baby fat is burned off. He used to have to sleep on a foam mattress. Now he'll regularly wake up in an alley, on a pallet of crushed cardboard boxes using his arm as a pillow, and he feels physically awesome. And he's just a human being with a high cryptid vision. Other cryptids that are out there, they don't even have to be anywhere near as careful as Jerry has to be as a human being. They can just sleep underneath a bush in their clothing on a cold, cold night and wake up and be fine. And they're good. So to us, the standard of living for most low to mid-power cryptids would be like seeing a standard homeless person with a home momentarily set behind some bushes in a small section between buildings. And it works for them. They're healthy. They're happy. Physically and mentally well. They don't need all this because we need all this. They don't. And so that was interesting to come to a realization of in my setting, because I really like this setting. Been working on it a lot. Let me see if I still have this one thing. Oh yes. Really, really quick. There is one thing I was thinking about as well. For people that hang out up at the Pol Pot Mansion, up where King Mike is, they'll sit and drink, and it takes a lot to make a cryptid even slightly tipsy. But they sit and drink and they talk, and I figured there would be like one cryptid who would be talking about how human beings are delicious, but there's no crunch to us. Cryptid teeth can go through human bone like knife through hardened gelatin. There's no crunch to us. We're just easy and tasty. If you want crunch, if you want some crunch in your eating, you want to have a cryptid. Because after all, they'd been up in Caraway last week and went and ran into this one flower gal, young woman, must have been in her low 20s, flower cryptid. She was all goth. Spent the afternoon hanging around with her. She showed me around town, showed me all the hot spots and the good places to go. That evening, we spent a couple hours at a bar getting some drinks and talking to each other. Then we went to her place, and that's when I ate her. And let me tell you, she had that look of betrayal on her face, and the screams were pretty loud at first, but you know, when you're eating someone, that's a problem that takes care of itself. You know, with blood loss. She stopped screaming after a while, and you know, it wasn't long after that she just stopped breathing. And then, boy, let me tell you, those long bones, it took me an hour to chew her femurs down to nothing, each one of them, and sweet as candy. You want crunch and taste? Yeah, human beings are delicious, but boy, I tell you, you eat a flower cryptid, they are the best. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank however many people there are that have left me comments in the past 24 hours. There's usually not many. Anything more than 0 is awesome. Thank you, each and every one of you that do leave me a comment. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count in American Sign Language, well, you've seen how my brain works. Oy vey. So we have Holigan. I think my glasses really don't help. My vision is bad. I can't see my screen. I can see up close or far away, and my monitor is right in that zone where it's not close enough and too far away. Joy. But Holigan, thumbs up, thank you. Jesse Koskinen, mixing Wolfenstein 3D weaponry with Heretic is bizarre. It is fun. There's a download link if you like to play those things. There is JAYY, thumbs up, thank you. And it is good to see you in the comments, and I'm having a lot of fun with this setting. Insignificant Nick, I had trouble with that one. Yeah, commentary on that one, on videos. I've been so irate at myself for not getting that commentary track recorded. There is Eli Cossack, who I don't know if it's that's primarily proselytizing for Christianity and less of an actual comment, so I don't know if it was left by a person or if it's a spam bot, but There we are. Adrian, thumbs up, thank you. And boy, doesn't being sick feel good. Ugh. And let me see, we have Loco5 that already, thank you. Loco5, thumbs up, good to see you in the comments, and I'm doing my very best, thank you. Ben B, always good to see you in the comments, greatly, greatly appreciated. We have Rob J, thumbs up, and thank you very, very much. There is Ice Damon, hey, it's good to see you in the comments again, thumbs up for that. And hey, look at that, 10 people who left me comments in the past 24 hours. I have the worst problem with mice, so of course I'm trying to click my minimize button with my mouse. So of course the very moment that I click the left button, I also tap the right button against something else, which invalidates the click. I have that happen all the time. It is so irritating. I can't remember what I was saying. Something about getting me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text and if only for a short time. Thank you very, very much. It is appreciated. I just got irritated at my mouse and my own nerves. So, yay, a very good thing. I'm going to do my best to try and get some more phone calls made. Got to call the VA about trying to get that primary doctor thing going on. I gave them a full week and more. I haven't heard a thing. That's why I tried calling yesterday, but I wouldn't have been able to get through. Yay, gotta try again today. And I tried calling the Social Security people yesterday. Still can't get through. Gotta love that. So, try and get done what you can get done. If you can't, don't ever beat yourself up. It's not going to make you do it better or easier or at all the next time. It's just going to make yourself feel bad right now, and that's not going to help a thing. And with the diseases raging in the world, please take appropriate precautions for your situation or your area. You don't need to catch anything. You don't need to spread it to others. You don't need to toss your own body or any other person's body onto the end-of-life corpse pile before it's necessary. Be smart. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing.